This essay example, as well as thousands of others, is available in text format on our website for free and without registration. Simply Google Ivy Panda Free Essays.
The film Color Purple has been adapted from the book of the same title written by Alice Walker. The film is set in a rural background and focuses mainly on black females lives in the southern United States during the 1930s. The film Color Purple has frequently been subjected to censorship issues because of its explicit violent depictions. Celie is a young black girl and the main character in the film. She is not well educated, which is evident from her letters to God, which are not well drafted, as also from her dialect, which is rather raw and strong. Her letters reveal her struggles to resist the horrors in her life, indicating her immense strength as a young woman. While Celie is about to cross over into adolescence, she is repeatedly raped by her stepfather and has 2 children from him that are snatched away from her. She is eventually married off to a man named Albert and is soon made to cohabit with her husband's mistress, Shug. A sexual relationship develops between the two, and Shug is instrumental in making Celie realize the hard facts of life and how to confront them with strength and courage. A sexual relationship develops between them, and Celie discovers many exciting things about her body and about herself. She is very impressed with Shug and starts modeling her to become more and more independent as she adopts Shug's views and opinions of the world from different perspectives. She learns from Shug how to handle Albert and is much influenced by her in terms of her religious views. In broadening her view on religion, Celie realizes that even if a person commits sins, it is possible to remain in touch with God. Her strength and willpower are evident from the fact that she is able to overcome and free herself from Albert's bondage and find a loving relationship with Shug. Her sister Nettie also loves her, although she is too young to understand the horrible things that Celie has faced. She is seen on several occasions being honest and open about her sufferings, but only with God. The viewer can infer Celie's strong instinct for survival. In being born into a poor family, with her mother being constantly ill, and being victimized by the person whom she believes to be her father, Celie feels used and abused. Instead of complaining, she only wonders why all this happened to her and eventually develops a sense of worthlessness and low self-esteem. Her reduced self-worth is evident when she does not sign her letters written to God. Celie eventually matures into a woman of powerful confidence, but only after she has been misused to the core. Her sister Nettie is separated from her, and she is married to a cruel person who actually desires to marry Nettie. She is more of a slave to her husband until the time that Shug enters her life as the mistress of her husband. With Shug's support and guidance, she becomes psychologically stronger. She also receives moral support from Sophia, her daughter-in-law, who encourages and teaches her how to face men and how to challenge and fight against injustice and prejudice. The film is interesting in watching how Celie learns how to communicate her independence. It is difficult for her to take action on the new concepts she has learned, but she eventually gets fed up with the intense cruelty inflicted by her husband and is able to get away from her role as his slave. Celie can also gather immense strength and benefits from her enduring love for her sister. She loves her sister very much because she helped raise her 2 children. Celie is seen as a strong woman who learns to face challenges and to stand up for herself. She does not lose faith in God and is ultimately rewarded by being united with Nettie and surviving spiritually and physically to develop into a modern 20th century woman. The film's central focus is seen as Celie's mental and emotional rebirth. Although she is faced with extreme difficulties and violence in her early years and also after her marriage, she is able to create and stimulate feelings of sexual love and self-love after she meets Shug. She develops a friendship with Sophia, who sets before her real examples of how to be courageous. The film depicts the power of these 3 women, which is derived from the sense of caring they have for each other and the opportunities they get in continuing to develop, even in the face of the sexist and racist environment that prevails around them. It is a pleasure watching them crying, laughing, and affirming life together and sharing each other's happiness. They respect each other and live together in a manner that Celie could never have thought of until her husband brought home Shug. Celie is seen as the main character in conveying the dominating theme of the film, which is that women are coming together. She becomes the cause of the depicted unity in the film. It is ironic to see how women view men as being careless and unimportant in their lives. Women in the film are seen as being constantly suppressed and degraded by men and being used only for sexual pleasures. This essay on The Color Purple by Steven Spielberg, movie analysis, was written and submitted by a student just like you. The Ivy Panda Samples database hosts thousands of works similar to this one on various subjects. Visit ivypanda.com to find what you are looking for, free of charge.